It's your boy, one physical therapist assistant. Oh, it is getting nippy. It is getting nippy. Talking to some coworkers, yo. You know, one of the things I hate about fall, I love fall. It's beautiful. Leaves changing colors, it's wonderful, but it doesn't last too long. It goes away fast, and then it gets freezing cold. Oh, getting cold. I did not dress properly today. I hope y'all doing all right, y'all. Shout out to y'all for coming through. It's your boy, one physical therapist assistant. Another day with the Legends of America. Legends of America. Oh man, they were funny today. I had a patient with dementia this morning. Who's actually getting around pretty good. She's walking, doing her thing. And I'm walking with her. Just walking down the hallway talking. She elbows me. Like give me a little stiff arm elbow. I'm like, hey, yeah, what's up? She's like, you know what? You're a nice guy. I said, uh-oh. Here we go. She said, you're a nice guy. I said, oh, well, thank you. She was really cool. And then when I went to took her to sit down, she had to stay by the nurse's station. She one of those ones you got to keep an eye on her. They got certain ones if you have, you know, Alzheimer's, dementia, or, you know, you like to get up and they might be a high fall risk. Sometimes they like for you to sit near the nurse's station so the nurses and the CNAs can keep an eye on you. Well, she's one of those. So I had to sit her at the nurse's station. And when I took her to her chair, her wheelchair to sit down, as soon as I was going to walk away, she was like, hey, you want to come sit on my lap? I was like, come on, man. All the nurses was laughing. That was funny. I be seeing people on, I wish. I mean, I don't wish, but it'll be interesting if I could show y'all this stuff. It'll be very interesting if I could show y'all this stuff, but I can't. Unfortunately, I think it would make for great reality TV if they could sign a waiver. Somebody could sign a waiver to do a reality show at a nursing home. Oh my God, man, it'd be a hit. Oh man, wonderful day. I had a 97-year-old today, y'all. 97 years old. And I asked her what she gonna do when she turned 100. She's like, I'm not gonna make it. I said, yes, you are, man. We walking down the hallway. She walks through the walk at 97. She was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. And I said, yes, you will. I said, yes, you will. 97. I said, you will. She said, I know one thing. They better not put my name in the newspaper. She said somebody she knew, when they turned 100, they put their name in the newspaper. But she doesn't want her name in the newspaper. She wanted to be hush hush. Let her turn 100 in peace. Leave her be. She's really cute. Like really, really short. Like 4 foot. Like 4'9", really little small little thing, cutie. I made a video not too long ago about our healthcare system getting messed up. I wanted to add something to it. I might make a whole video on this, but I'll just throw the quick story in. I was working at a spot maybe 3 years ago, and the patients are always complaining about the doctors never coming around in these facilities, whether it's a nursing home or I've been to like acute rehab facilities, you know, where a person might stay for like 2 to 3 weeks and the doctor stops in and checks on you, see how you're doing, but the patients always complain that the doctor don't really do nothing. They just come by, say what's up to you, up your medications, down your whatever, but they don't really like spend quality time with you. However, man, it was one time I'm standing outside the door getting ready to do therapy with a patient, and the doctor was talking to him, but the doctor was spending a little bit more time than normal. A little bit more time than he normally spends with a patient. It was a gentleman 3 years ago. I'll never forget this. This is another problem in my healthcare system. Well, not necessarily a problem. I get it, but it was a little weird. I don't know how I felt about it. So the patient in question recently had some back pain. He was struggling with some back pain. And the doctor was there to see him for that reason, right? For the back pain. The guy was getting ready to do therapy with me, and I'm waiting for the doctor to come out. So the doctor comes out, he, you know, told me, hey, he's ready for therapy now. I'm sorry to take up your time. I was like, no problem, doc. So I go in to see the guy, and he's putting his phone away. And I was like, you ready for therapy? He was like, yep. And he said, now just ordered a book. I'm I'm like, what? He said, I just ordered the doctor's book. I said, what? He was like, yeah, the doctor, he wrote a book and it's on Amazon. I just ordered it. He just told me about his book on pain. I said, what? The doctor was in here trying to get you to buy his book. Now, I guess there's nothing wrong with this. The doctor was soliciting his private business or his private, marketing his book to a patient who, could he benefit from a book about pain? Okay, sure, if he wants to spend his money on that. I just found it weird that the doctor was, recommending his books to patients, ordering them off of Amazon. It was just an interesting thing. It was just an interesting dynamic. But anyway, y'all know I'm always talking to y'all about simplifying everything. Simplify your life as you get older. Y'all know I'm always encouraging investing. Shout out to the young people out there. Invest your money. Shout out to my young viewers. I hear that there's a couple of y'all out there. I always thought my channel would be like more suited or geared toward the older adults who are interested in how other older adults are doing in their late stages. But I've learned, I even met one. Shout out to you, young lady. I even met one subscribers who are younger. Shout out to y'all. This is for y'all. This is for y'all. It just so happens today, on Wednesday, October 29th, it just so happens for the first time in history, a company on the stock market valued at over $5 trillion. Did you hear what I said? First time it's ever happened in the history of the world. A company, I think, a company reached a valuation of over $5 trillion. That happened today. Now, I'm always encouraging investing. I've told you I own shares in this particular company. Y'all know what the company is. It starts with an N. I'm a shareholder of this company. I'll be encouraging people to invest in the market, not necessarily this company. I wouldn't do that. Do your own research. However, it'd probably be a good idea to invest in a company that's printing money hand over fist that reaches a valuation of over $5 trillion. Probably not a bad place to invest your money. Now, I also know that times are hard for a lot of people out there. I get that. I also know that we're coming up on the holiday season. And I can guarantee you, I am not a betting man, but I can guarantee you that the numbers for sales and purchases and gifts and consumerism and material things are probably going to be higher this year than they were last year. It's a very strong chance. You know why? Because prices have gone up, for one, tariffs and all of that. But people are going to still spend money, even though the economy is bad, even though people are losing their jobs, even though the government is shut down, even though some people may not be getting SNAP benefits. Even though all that is going on, I guarantee you people will probably spend money on things like clothes and toys and gifts and things. I get it. That's baked in. That's like a normal thing. Watch, mark my words. Come back to this video. But today's video is going to coincide with keeping things simple, right? As I always do. It's one of my main themes. Y'all know me. It's one of my main themes for getting older because I see it. I just seen it. You got to be simple. You got to be simple. Things run much better the simpler they are as you get older. But if you can start early with your simplification, it helps. It helps. If you can simplify, you can have more money to invest. If you can simplify, you can live below your means. If you can simplify, a recession doesn't hurt you very much because you're prepared. If you can simplify, a government shutdown, who cares? And they ain't got nothing to do with you because you're prepared. If you can simplify, it helps you get out of debt. That brings me to a lady today. It's funny how I'm gonna turn all that into a story about the lost and found. Let me see if I can put this all together, y'all. Stay with me. All right, now, I don't know if y'all know, but in nursing homes, there are lost and founds. And donations, like some nursing homes have rooms that literally look like the Goodwill. Did you know that? Look like a clothing Goodwill store. Piles of clothes. They throw a lot of clothes away. Well, for one, when people pass, sometimes families donate the clothes to the facility, okay? 2, there are a lot of people who bring in clothes and donate them to the facility. And I'm not talking about bad clothes. Goodwill fit. Lost and found fit, all right? I had a lady today who I just met her, but I think she's been at this facility. I haven't been there in a few weeks. Just met her today. Came in, didn't have a material item at all. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. When you come in and you don't have any clothes, you don't have anything, you were just, whatever the situation was that took you to the hospital, you weren't prepared, and you didn't like pack a suitcase, you don't have a family member to pack a suitcase or pack a bag of clothes or whatever. I've had to take my mother's clothes when she was in rehab, but sometimes people don't have that person, all right? So in case that happens, shout out to the CNAs and the nurses, okay? Shout out to y'all, salute y'all. Shout out to the CNAs who are very helpful, and if they meet a person that doesn't have anything, they'll start off with a gown, a gown with your booty hanging out. They might give you 2 gowns if you got to go to therapy, one to cover the front, one to cover the back, all right? Some people like that. I've seen some people spend their whole stay just using the gown. They don't like to put clothes on. Couldn't do it. I need some clothes. But the CNAs or the nurses, mostly the CNAs, they'll go to the lost and found. What's in the lost and found? Clothes, all shapes and sizes. I have been to the lost and found before to find clothes for people. This is years ago. I don't do it much anymore. But I went to the lost and found to find clothes for people if they didn't have nothing to wear to therapy, to help them out, and found some cool fits for them. But today I met a lady, man, she had on a nice little outfit. I thought she was so cool, so cool. She was maybe in her 80s, and she looked so cute. Like, I'm talking, she legit looked nice. She was made up nice, done up nice. Again, shout out to the CNAs, because they did her up nice. She had some nice pants on and a nice little shirt, all right? And she was ready for therapy. And I gave her a compliment when I met her. You know what I said to her? I said, ma'am, you look really nice. You look comfortable. You look nice. She was like, really? I was like, yes, you do. She was like, boy, this is from the lost and found. She said, this is from the lost and found. Now, she said that in a way that, like, a lost and found clothes can't look nice. These clothes look really nice. Sorry, y'all, it's getting dark. The camera is losing me. Don't lose me. But, these clothes look really nice. And I told her that. She was like, really, boy, these clothes came from the lost and found. As if lost and found clothes can't look nice if they're not yours. I'm making this video to tell you about how it is as you get older. And I said this before, your clothes don't matter. Your clothes do not matter as you get older. Nobody is clocking your fit. Nobody is judging you for your fit. To be honest with you, if you look comfortable and if you're done up, you look nice, you'll get compliments saying you look nice. Nobody is worrying about what you got on unless you just look crazy. Then you might get some negative feedback. But it's about comfort. It's about comfort. So, as we have the first $5 trillion market capitalization on the company that you all should be invested in, this is not investing advice. I'm just saying, it might be a good idea. Instead of buying a whole bunch of clothes, when you know that when you get older, it's not really matter. It don't matter now. Don't matter now. But we grew up in a society where it's called fast fashion. Keeping up with the trends and stuff of clothes and everything, that's still a thing for people. I don't see why. Let me tell you something. You and me, you watching this, and me, you and I probably have enough clothes, each of us. We all probably have enough clothing attire to dress ourselves for the rest of our lives. I'm 45 years old. I'm 45 years old. I probably right now have enough clothing attire in my closet to dress myself for the rest of my life. I probably have enough shoes to put shoes on myself for the rest of my life. What about you? You think you do? Who do you think? I think you do. I think you do. I think I do. Keep things simple. Keeping things simple saves so many problems. Okay? Helps so many different headaches. Helps you invest in $5 trillion companies and get a piece of that. Helps you have more to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can take lost and found fit and make it look nice on a person. And when you look at it, you don't see lost and found. You just see clothes. You just see comfort. Keep things simple. Y'all see what I did with that? I brought it all the way back around. I hope you get the moral of the story. When I went and saw her, man, I was like, man, you look. I gave her a legit compliment. She looked nice. She had a nice little shirt on, and she had some comfortable pants on, and she looked nice. It just fit her. It was her. And she thanked me, but she was like, boy, this is from the lost and found. She didn't come in with anything. So keep that in mind, y'all. Also keep in mind, if you go in a facility for rehab, bring comfortable clothes, okay? Bring some joggers and some nice comfortable shirts. Don't be bringing no jeans. Leave the jeans at home, Grandpa. You don't be bringing no jeans and belts and suspenders. Stuff is too hard to get on. Come comfortable, all right? Oh, man. Anyway, y'all, it's your boy, One Physical Therapist Assistant. It's getting dark out here. I'm nervous because this is when the deer start hopping. Y'all thinking about moving to Delaware, be mindful that when the sun goes down, the deer get down. When the sun go down, that's when the deer be getting down. You got to be careful. My wife just saw some early in the morning when the sun was coming up. Like when there's a little bit of sunlight, that's when they get active. They get popping and hopping. My wife saw some running along the street. Now, you know what the deer probably saying? The deer probably saying, these humans, they probably be telling each other, these humans all out, y'all, be careful. Oh, man, this is their territory. Oh, man, so y'all pray for me that I get home safe. Y'all see it if I have another video coming. But anyway, y'all be cool. As always, be safe. Help people out. Simplify your life. Invest your money. And I will holler at y'all in the next video.